I don't have to use the CPAP machine. That was the first immediate change. I remember going to sleep and like being woken up to, you don't snore anymore, and I don't stop breathing in my sleep. So that was the first thing. Another big deal for me was that my BMI went down. So that means I was no longer pre-diabetic. That was important too. Joint pain, I don't have that anymore. I can run up and down the stairs. Now I don't mind parking further away from the grocery store because I can get that extra walk in. So, and just not feeling out of breath all the time. I just have a lot more energy. So, yeah, it really helped. Oh, and what was one of the other things? I had the worst heartburn. Like anything I ate would come right back up. Immediately after the surgery, I have no problems. No problems. I don't get heartburn anymore. So I can sleep peacefully at night. I'm happy. Before the surgery, it's like when you're on that journey to try to lose weight, it's so easy to get discouraged. And then the surgery kind of kickstarts you in that direction. But it's like if you want it to be beneficial, if you really want it to work, you have to be dedicated to this new lifestyle. And so I'm not going to lie. One day I was at Subway's and I thought I could eat one of those little sandwiches, and that little piece of bread got stuck, and I was like so sick for an hour, and I was like, lesson learned. So now it's like everything I do is health conscious, whether it's how I eat. Even if I'm at work, I might do extra steps because I know I can't work out that day. So it's like I'll just do extra things to kind of keep the body moving. Even hanging out with my friends, they may want to go out to eat or go drink somewhere. I'm like, well, let's walk up Stone Mountain or let's go to the park and take a trail. So it's like it just really puts you in this health guru mindset all of the time. And it does. It changes your day. It changes how you think. It changes unfortunately, it changes how people feel about you. But at the end of the day, you're doing it for you, and that's all that matters. So. But yeah, it definitely changes. It makes you more active. You want to go out. You want to do more. It's like you get a second leash on life, So it's like you don't want to take advantage of it. I don't want to be that girl I was before. I was like 260. I was very conscious about myself, how I looked, how people perceived me. And now it's like, I want to step out. I always want to be seen, like, because I'm proud of myself, and I want others to see how proud I am. Like after I had the surgery, I linked up and found 2 people that had procedures too. So they've become my village. But before, I didn't really have that support. And a lot of people I didn't tell because, it's such a negative view on it. Like, you're taking the easy way out. I'm like, guys, first of all, this is not easy. It's not like you just go in and boom, they schedule you for a surgery. You know what I mean? You have to meet with a nutritionist. You have to meet with a psychologist. Like, there's other people that make the decision as well that say whether you're mentally, physically ready to do this. And do you know what you're doing it for? Like, it's not an easy fix, I didn't get to come out of surgery and just go back to eating spaghetti and whatever. Like, I haven't had a cookie in 6 months. Sometimes I wonder, I don't even remember what it tastes like. I haven't, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't had a chip, or it's soda. I don't remember what soda tastes like. Like, all I drink is tea and water. So it's like you have to be disciplined. And it's like, it's not that simple. And I still have to work out. I still have to be active because I can tell one month I may lose 3 pounds. One month I may lose 1.5 because it all depends on how I operate. You know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of people didn't know. So I want to say I had 1 week to fast. The surgery was May 5th. My birthday, by July 6th, I think I had lost like a good 20, 30 pounds. And people noticed it then. And then it was like just gradually over the months, it just, it kept coming off. But it was like, it took a while for me to see it because I still saw big Jolene. And then it wasn't until, I will never forget. So I wasn't buying new clothes. I was still wearing, I was a 2X. So I was still wearing all my stuff. And then one day I was just like, oh my God, I'm tripping over my clothes. This doesn't work. I don't know what possessed me. I went to Walmart and they had some jeans on sale. And I said, you know what? Because I have clothes from different stages of what I can fit. And the last thing I remember trying to wear from 2 years ago was a size 14. And I said, I can get into it, but it's actually a little loose. So I said, let's go down a pant size. Let's see if we can get into these 11 jeans. Baby, I got into them 11s. And I was just like, that was it for me. That was it. That was the realization that I needed because I had never been that small. So at that point, it was like, okay, I went and bought smaller scrubs. Then I started, because now I believe, I would look at clothes and be like, no, I can't fit that. But now I know. So, yeah, once you get that realization that you're not that big girl no more, man, it's crazy. The confidence that I had not had because I've always been heavy. Like high school, 20s, 30s, I've always been heavy. And it's like once you make that decision, like, okay, well, you know what? I just want to look my best. I want to feel my best. I want to be my best. Then it's like, okay, you got to start doing what you got to do. And now I'm there and I'm like, I don't want to go back. It's just, it's different. I'm more social, you know what I mean? Before when I used to have a really big issue with looking people in the eye. Now I'll hold conversation with strangers. Like it gives you this boost of confidence that I think was always there, but just wasn't just was waiting to be let out. And now she out. Somebody called me skinny the other day. I was like, girl, who? Me? Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah. I'm grateful and I'm happy. Before 2017, I was actually a lot more active. I still struggled with the weight, but I was in the gym more. And it was kind of like, I might lose 5 pounds and then I'll gain three more. It was like something wasn't connecting. Like I was active, but maybe my eating habits weren't the best or whatever. But, I was still trying to lose the weight. What kind of was the boiling point for me is when my mom got sick. And then it was like at that point, there was no time to focus on me or there was no room for me to have attention. Everything was focused on me losing my parent. And then after that, just the emotions, like I didn't realize until then that I was an emotional eater. So that's when all the real problems came, and that's when I gained the most at a time. And I would say probably before then, I was probably between 205, 210. But the 45, 50 pounds, all of that happened in the course of just a couple of years. And a lot of it was due to depression and me not caring in how I ate. And so then it was like, once I kind of got a little healthier mentally, then it was like, okay, we really need to do something because that's when a lot of the problems associated with my weight started to occur. So, yeah, we tried Jenny Craig, going to the gym. I had a trainer, um, fasting, keto diet, uh, smoothie diet, 7-day challenges. I tried, but I don't think people realize that everybody's body is different. Um, Everybody responds to things differently. Even in this journey, I can't just look up something and follow a suggestion of how someone else lost their weight. I have to do what works for me and my body. Um, for example, there's just certain things that I love that I know I couldn't have anymore. Mac and cheese was one of them. So, I had to find a substitute. So instead, we did cauliflower with the low fat milk and the low fat cheese, which, kind of helped with the cravings. So, it's just, you have to kind of find your own platform and foundation, and then you kind of begin the journey. But you just have to do what works for you. So, I mean, every day is not perfect. I do slip up. Sometimes I just might want chocolate. So you'll find me looking for something sugar free. So it's like I'm kind of doing it, but sometimes I cheat a little bit. But for the most part, as long as my body ain't trying to bring it back up or I'm not gaining, then, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, I mean, it's just finding what works for you and, just moving forward and definitely having a support team. Like, I had to learn the hard way that there's just some people that I can't talk to. Some people actually will be jealous because they don't want you to be happy. Sometimes people like you to be stagnant. And I just learned that those are the people that I don't need to share my journey with. I have great family that supports me. My wife is great at holding me accountable, especially with calories. Some days, and that's another part of the surgery, appetite is so different. Whereas now I really feel like I just eat for energy versus me eating to, you know, enjoy all this fried delicates in front of me. I can't do that no more. So now my mindset is like, okay, well, we're feeling a little sluggish today. Let's go eat some fruit and a scrambled egg or something. So my view on food is different now. But I have a partner that'll be like, okay, you need to eat some more. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you didn't eat enough today, or, I might want something. Okay, well, you can't, my head will be like, we really want some Krispy Kreme. Look, the red light on. You can't have that. You can't have that. No dumping. No dumping. So, I have a great support system that kind of helps keep me accountable because that's the thing. The cravings don't go away. You always will think about something, or there's a memory that will remind you of a meal or something, and you will think you want it, or you'll feel like, okay, I lost enough weight. I can cheat today and have that. But it's like, I don't know about the other procedures, but the one that I had, I'm grateful for it because if I try to sneak something in, my body will reject it and let me know we can't do that. So the people that I'm very closest with that know how much it meant to me are the ones that I really share my journey with. For a lot of people, they'll just look and they'll say, okay, well, early in the year, she was this big. Now she this small. Oh, girl, how you do it? And not even just the part about the surgery, but let me break down to you what my day is like. This is what I eat. This is what I can't have anymore. Even milk. You know what I mean? I drink almond milk now. I don't drink, high fat, whole milk or whatever. So just breaking down my eating habits and, I was working in the very beginning. I was working out twice a day. So even when I just tell them that, then it's like, oh, girl. So I'm like, but this is what you would do normally to lose weight. Add surgery and fast. That fast is no joke. So add surgery and then having to do the liquid fast and healing after that. It's not easy. So they just see the weight loss. They don't see the preparation and they don't see the work that you still have to put in. So, but I feel like if you've exhausted everything, sometimes you just kind of need something that is a bigger motivator than yourself. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. And I am really good at that. Like, even after the surgery, people would say, oh, you look good. You lost a lot of weight. Where? See, I still got this rolling that. We nitpick at ourselves so much. And so sometimes you need something that is bigger than you to say, hey, if we can just kind of guide you down this road and we'll give you the necessary tools. Can this be enough for you to keep going? And I think that that's what it was. It was like, I kind of got tossed into this situation where it's like, no, we have to keep this up. Like, there's no turning back now. We can't fail. Like, you've invested in yourself. Who wants to just have a surgery for no reason? You know what I mean? And even though it wasn't a difficult surgery, the recovery wasn't as quick and simple as I thought it was. So who wants to go through that pain again? I remember coming off the anesthesia, I was trying to get up off that bed because my chest was like, Jesus. So it's an investment in yourself. It's kind of like a business. You know, you want your business to be successful. So now it's like, okay, well, I put this up to invest in me because I believe in me that much. You know, it's a mindset that you have to be ready. If I tried to do this in 2017, 2018, I wouldn't have been successful because I wasn't mentally prepared. So I would have did this surgery. I probably would have lost 30, 40 pounds and I probably would have gained it all back because I wasn't structured enough in my life to do everything that needed to be done. So no, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I would do it all over again. Important thing though is that I felt great before I told myself I looked great. You know what I mean? And that's how I know that this wasn't done for vain reasons. You know, some people I just want to be skinny again. Well, no, I want to feel as good as I look. And that was the first step. Once I felt the change, then I could see it.